Hey guys, welcome back to Megadimension Neptunia V2. This is TG, your gamer girl, signing off.
This place looks pretty wild.
Thank you, Neptune. So, in the last episode, we started the game, entered Zero Dimension, which I believe is where we've entered, because, yeah. Neptune and Nepgear are in Zero Dimension, and we've met Uzume Tenoboshi, or Orange Heart. And just, so far, we've just had some fun. Thank you, Neptune. And we're going to head to Coral Station to check to see what happened to Uzume's friend Umio. So let's go.
Can't we just hang out here?
Umio should be around here somewhere.
Somewhere? He didn't tell you where he was?
Hey! Umio! Give us a shout if you're here!
I wish our communication didn't get cut short. It'd be cool if we found someone who could point us in the right direction.
I'm not sure rescue missions are ever that convenient.
Ear. My ear's itchy. Hate it when that happens. When you're wearing headphones, like cover your entire ear, and then your ear is itchy, so you have to take the whole thing off. Well, you don't always have to take the whole thing off, it depends on the headset, but still.
You never know. A mysterious bystander might have been accompanying Umio when he was attacked. Maybe they both escaped.
Yeah, maybe.
Then, while they're wandering around looking for us, we'll just happen to run into them.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be totally surprised at the coincidence, and like, both Uzume and her new pal totally won't be able to believe it, you know?
Uh-huh.
Then, just like that, they'll lead us to where Umio is, and we'll, like, beat up the meanie monsters that were bullying Umio.
Uzume, your orange heart is showing.
Umio's saved, and we'll find the share crystal, and we'll be totally super lucky like that.
Oh, I love that reaction.
Oh. So, yeah, there's a small chance someone will appear to show us the way, right?
So plot convenience.
Uzume. Sorry, but what in the world was that thing you just turned into?
Oh, don't worry about it. That's just her orange heart showing.
Oh, I think you're just imagining things.
No. I most definitely was not. You just transformed into some kind of valley girl from the 90s or something.
Hate to break it to you, Neptune, but just Valley Girls were not just a thing in the 90s.
You were referring to yourself as Uzume in the third person, too.
You're hearing things. Or maybe there are monsters that can create illusions around here. Those crazy beasts.
Uzume, just stop. You're digging yourself into a bigger hole.
Miss Uzume!
Oh, speaking of monsters.
Someone actually came?
Yeah, it's called plot convenience. Pretty much rampant throughout your entire game. Just mention it and a plot convenience will appear.
Sweet! Nice timing, baby bug.
Huh? Nice timing?
Oh, just something concerning us. More importantly, you seem a little riled up. Is it about Umio?
Yes, you're correct. Umio got attacked by a monster. Oh, and it's awful. I'll show you the way, so let's hurry over.
See you two? Just like I said, right?
I can't believe things turned out the way she imagined.
Again, plot convenience.
Me too, but I'm having a harder time getting over that Valley Girl transformation. She seems like she's trying to hide it, but...
Not very well.
Hey! What are you guys doing? I'm gonna leave you behind!
I'll show you the way! Please hurry! Whoa!
Umio's in here?
Yes! My friends and I were originally using this place as a house. We happened to find something that looked like a share crystal in the far back, so we asked Umio to check if it was real. But while that was happening, a monster we've never seen before suddenly appeared. I really hope Umio is okay.
Okay, I understand the situation. So, was that share crystal the real deal?
Yes, of course. Umio is holding on to it right now, so the monster won't destroy it.
We'd better hurry and save him.
Okay, this place is just as cool, if not cooler than the last area. I mean, yeah, it's a subway station, but still, holy crap, this looks amazing.
Yeah! Sneaking up on us?
You're 10 years too— I finished this stylishly.
Looks like that's to the next area. What's over here? Oh, nothing.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Order up total victory!
Okay, nothing here.
It's our chance to attack together! We won!
What's the maximum Lily rank?
You're surrounded!
Because I'm almost there.
I've been... I win!
Item.
Found an item!
Some herbs. Right. Next area. Area 3? Weird. Where was Area 1?
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Yay, we've won!
Okay, before that... Ah. So, Uzume, are you pretty well acquainted with this baby bug? Nepsi, we're more than just acquaintances. These little guys are my allies too. Baby bugs are the most common monsters in this world, and live in herds in all sorts of places. Don't know why I read that weirdly. They have a network between their herds too. Between their heads. I can read, I swear. So they often help me look for share crystals. In return, Miss Uzume protects us from the ferocious monsters. Wow, what a beautiful relationship. But, you know, after looking at these baby bugs, I'm starting to feel a little hungry. Hungry? You eat baby bugs? Does everyone in your nation do that? Ew, no way, of course not. Well, at least I've never eaten one myself. But I heard when you deep fry them in oil, they taste just like fried shrimp. If you ate me, I wouldn't be delicious at all. Miss Uzume, please save me. Fried shrimp, huh? That does sound pretty appetizing. Hey, you, do you really taste like fried shrimp? Can I try a bite? Just a small one? Someone please save me! Does being super hungry make people delusional? Cause this baby bug is starting to look like a piece of fried shrimp. Hey, baby bug, can I call you fried shrimp? Fried shrimp? Oh, I love that! What a tasteful, appetizing nickname. Goodness, stop that, you two! She's scared! Can't you see how badly she's shaking? Oh. Holy Jesus Christ on a bicycle! Hey, sorry about that. Got interrupted by a tiny bug that just moved so fast that it scared the living crap out of me. Back to Neptune. Oh, my bad. Kinda got carried away there. You mean you won't eat me, but then you got named a fried shrimp anyway. We swear we won't eat you. CPU's honor. Please, baby bug, lead the way to Umio.
Jump!
No, okay.
Jump!
These are some large stairs. Like, holy hell.
What's this?
A beam
I
slicer.
found an item. I'm still A-okay.
I already bought it. I already bought the bean slicer. It's useless to me. Because I already have it equipped.
You're surrounded! Gotcha. Looks like we win this match.
Alright. Any more items?
You're surrounded!
Total victory!
I mean, maybe. So far I'm just seeing a couple enemies.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Woohoo!
This war is...
Hey, I wasn't... Yay, we won!
Dude, those robots are kinda cool.
We'll beat you to... I got... Yay, we won!
You're surrounded!
Yay, we won!
There's 2 ways to go.
Yay! Successful total victory!
We got the first strike! Let's
Oh, woohoo! Jump!
Alright, back we go. We can't go through that. First the ruined city and now this area.
I found an item!
This doesn't even count as an injury.
Not quite at level 3.
Let's do our best, everyone! Total victory!
Yeah, boy. There's 2 ways to go here, too.
Yeah! Sneaking up on us, I win! Yeah. From start to finish. Woohoo!
Alright, let's try down here. Area 4.
It's our chance to attack together! Woohoo! Surprise attack success! We won!
We got the first strike! Let's... How's that? Was it cool? You're surrounded!
We won!
Oh,
Did everyone see how I did?
Tokimeki?
This much is nothing.
Oh, it's material.
I found an item.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
From start to finish.
Defeat, I finished this stylishly.
Yeah! Yay! Successful total victory!
There's nothing here, really. No items. Oh! There's a public phone! I'm sorry, could you wait here for a moment? What's up with that? It's not like we don't have public phones back home. She's probably trying to get on the net. You need to use a public phone or an external terminal to access it from the outside, after all. I'll just connect the end gear with this cable. There, that should do it. Thank goodness. It looks like it connected the city's management server from here. The security is about a decade old, too. Good, I'm in. Most of the data is broken. Oh, but what's this? Month Day has been released from... Even though we were first, it's not looking good. In order to compete against, we'll be releasing... But the release is too late. We can't change this course of events. Someone, please save. This is all the data I found. But I wonder if the person who wrote this journal entry is the same person from before. Hey, Gearsy! What are you doing? Let's keep moving! Sorry, I'll be right there. Right, let's save. There's another event. Could be a boss.
What's this?
Okay, this is adorable. Over here! Miss Uzume's finally here! We'll be safe now! Huh? Who are those other two? Yeah, who are they? Whoa! There's a bustling bushel of baby bugs! Amazing! This might be the first time I've seen so many baby bugs in one place. It looks like there are about 30 in all. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Where's Umio? Umio distracted the monster, then escaped over that way. Please hurry and save him before he ends up being eaten. Righto! On our way! You baby bugs are pretty tough to wait around here even though it's so dangerous. Thank you all very much. Ah, shucks, this is nothing. Please be careful. Some of the baddies look really strong. No need to worry. I got these two super buff CPUs to help me out. That's right. With me and Nepgear helping out Uzume, those unruly monsters won't stand a chance. Yes, please leave it to us. Anyway, baby bugs, that's the situation, so hide out in a safe place. And once it's all over, we'll call for you. Yikes! What's happening? There are so many monsters. So these are the punks that jumped Umio. Kinda thought they'd be more ripped. Ah well, they'll go down easy. Miss Uzume, can you really defeat them? I think you know the answer to that one, baby bug. Nepsy, Gearsy, let's go!
I gotta protect the others! You're
I've
gonna
been
die
waiting.
here!
You can't see me! Rush you!
I get it. I thought it was pretty hard to attack, but that bastard's got a physical barrier. Those wings are looking pretty suspicious. If I were to position myself in front and punch it, I might break them.
Leave this to me!
What? Help? Parts break. There are some enemies that have parts that are destructible. The act of destroying said parts is called parts break. Parts will be located on an enemy's front, back, left, or right. Look closely at which direction the part belongs to. By attacking the enemy from a direction in which the part is located, you will deal damage to the part along with the main enemy. When the part's HP reaches 0, a part break will occur. When you damage a part, yellow numbers will appear under the regular damage numbers. Use these numbers to aim for a parts break. Also, with formation skills, it is possible to damage all parts at once. Parts may be the enemy's weapon or covering for a weak spot. A parts break may also prevent them from using certain attacks. If you perform a parts break, you will gain the same number of EXP and credits. Items may drop from parts as well. Oh, interesting.
My turn. You're in the way.
I'm fine.
I'll be serious! Yeah! There! Here I go! My turn! Rush you up! You can't see me!
Now, who to choose?
Fine!
It's my turn!
I'll nip you all up!
My turn. Let's go.
I'll follow you!
All right, the enemy's barrier disappeared. Now's the time to strike back, everyone.
Leave this to me! There! Please stay down! What should I do? Hi-ya! Later! Well, hey, I'm the protagonist! Of course I'd win!
Ooh, I got 2 plans.
That should be the last of them.
I think you're right. Since there aren't any more monsters around, we should be able to look for Umio freely now.
Hey, what's up with this Umio guy anyway? He's always calling Uzume with that mega classy voice of his. He's probably so handsome.
Umio, are you okay?
Yes, I'm all right. I apologize. I've caused you such unnecessary trouble.
Oh, cut it out, Umio. I'm just glad you're here. I have some friends that want to meet you.
Friends that wish to meet me?
Nepsy, Gearsy, come over here. I have someone I want to introduce you to. Well, come on already. This is Umio.
That's Umio? He's a fish with a face.
What? A fishman? With a seriously stoic face?
The gap between his smooth voice and wild appearance is astounding.
Welcome to Neptunia, where everything is weird.
So you are the people Uzume wished to introduce to me. First, allow me to thank you for coming here to rescue me. I am eternally grateful.
Despite his fishy appearance, his voice is godly, and his lines are so refined and smooth.
I am looking up who does Umio's voice because it sounds so familiar and it's gonna kill me until the end.
Isn't he adorable?
Adorable?
Yeah, don't you think he could be like a super adorable leisurely mascot character?
Your orange heart's showing again.
If he was made into a cell phone strap, Uzume totally thinks it would get popular.
Neptunier, do you think he's adorable?
No, not in the slightest.
Uzume, you're doing it again.
Oh,
So, yeah, that's what's up.
That being said, it is a first for me to see humans other than Uzume. I had come to believe they were all wiped out.
A first? Wiped out?
It looks as if these two young ladies have yet to comprehend the gravity of our situation. Before it returns, let us move to a safer area. We can converse there.
Before it returns? What does that mean?
The boss of this area.
It would appear we were not quick enough in our exit. It must have caught wind of us and returned.
Oh, hey, it's the mutt.
This guy is... It's the one we failed to finish off! Why is it here?
I can only guess, but perhaps it ran away from us and ended up here in this city.
Damn it. I'm so sorry, Umio. It was because of my negligence that this all happened.
There is no time for that now. The opponent is wounded. Uzume, can you finish this?
Of course.
And I'm gonna end our fated relationship here and now.
I mean, she's already in front. Anyone else? I mean, not really. Let's beat him up.
Just watch me, Umio. This time I'm gonna defeat that doggy. Spiral Dream!
Giga Slaymon! He's digivolved!
Here I go! Hit-ya!
What?
What should I do? Critical Edge, here we go!
What?
Gotcha!
Leave this to me! I won't back down! Mirage Dance!
What?
Yeah!
Kill! Kill!
Spiral Dream! Here I go! Hit-ya!
What?
I'll nip you all up! Critical Edge, here we go! Gotcha!
What?
I'll be serious! Mirage Dance! Yeah!
Ouch! So tired. Here I go! Hit-ya!
What?
My turn! Alright, here it comes!
What?
Gotcha! It's all over. Justice will always win. Just kidding. Level up!
Yay!
I leveled up! One of my dreams came true! Yippee! We won! An amazing victory! It was a super easy victory thanks to you two being here.
That giant and I can finally duke it out without being bothered by that stupid mutt.
Thank you so much, Miss Uzume!
We didn't know what we'd do when it appeared.
How could we ever thank you all?
Hey, it's no big deal. You guys found a share crystal for me after all.
Uzume, here. This is what the baby bugs discovered.
Thanks, everyone.
Let us return for now. I'm sure you are all tired.
Who was that?
Can't we just hang out here?
Let's celebrate Umio's rescue, everyone! Cheers! Cheers! Cheers is what I wish to say. But why is this a roasted fish party? Well, this is the only food I had on hand. Man, I'm glad I fished up so much for the reserve supply. I understand what you are saying, and I also understand that fish is the most abundant nutritional resource in the area. But for me, this is basically cannibalism. And this is freshwater fish at that. Oh, yeah, right. Man, I'm sorry, Umio. Don't fret, Umio. Uzume hears ya. I'll get you some krill in a little bit. Krill? Well, perhaps I will partake. I'm sorry too, Umio. We wanted to celebrate your return, but we didn't really know how to prepare anything very elaborate. I can make simple sweets, but when it comes to meals, it's not really my strong suit. It's nothing you need to apologize for, Gearsy. The gesture is more than enough for me. Thank you. By the way, what do you two usually eat? I can imagine there are many other things available aside from canned food. When necessary, we do utilize our canned goods, but normally Uzume prepares meals with anything she can find out there. Granted, they're simple dishes, of course, and we generally season and heat the gathered ingredients to create our meals. Ooh, you guys should have your own survival reality show or something. So, have you ever eaten locusts, or snakes, or frogs before? Ugh, oh my gosh, like, oh, I think her, I think her orange heart's coming through again. Ugh, oh my gosh, like, seriously? No freaking way, Nepsy! Ew, slimy little frog, like, totally gross. Uzume, language. Yeah, there's no way in hell I need one of those ugly bastards. Aww, it'd have been really cool if you were able to chow down on some exotic grub like that. Oh well. Cool? Do you mean I can be cool? Huh? Uzume's kinda cute getting excited about being cool. Duh. I see. So, people think you're cool if you can eat frog. Maybe I'll try it out. Wait! Don't get tricked, Uzume! Neptune, you gotta stop saying weird things to like that to people. It's not very nice. Sorry, Nepgear. Couldn't help it. Uzume, before I forget, the baby bugs gave me these as a gift for helping them. Would you like to take some? Ugh! Those are shiitake mushrooms! They're delicious if you roast them on a skewer, and the sight of you avariciously devouring them would be quite delightful. Nuh-uh! No freaking way! I don't care what anyone says, I'm never eating those things! Dear me, your disdain for shiitake mushrooms is incredibly worrisome. You should see Neptune's hatred of eggplants. You don't eat shiitake, Uzume? I can't stand the taste or the texture. It's truly a shame. They are very convenient. Shiitake mushrooms are exquisite roasted or boiled, and they perform wonderfully in soup stocks. Soup stock? I wouldn't touch one with a 10-foot pole if it was made out of share crystals. I'm not eating them! Well, anyway, now that we are nourished, I suppose it's time we explain what's actually transpired here in this nation. Additionally, I extend my deepest gratitude to you both for saving me. Now, could you tell me just how you both happened to come to this city? So, yeah, that's why we're in a bit of a bind. I see. I'm beginning to make sense of your unique predicament. So, you've come here from another continent, or perhaps you've burrowed your way out of an underground nation, or you're delusional. I could construct several different theories, but I believe the most profitable one is that you've both come from another dimension. Aw, damn it! I hate to say it, but yeah, I mean, I guess we could have managed to venture to another dimension yet again. Yet again? May I assume that you both have done this before? Journey to an alternate dimension, I mean. Yep, you're right on the money, my fishy friend. Man, we went through a lot of trouble to get back home last time, too. I hate dimension hopping. Time gets all wacky. We were gone for years, but back home, only a few days had passed. Ridiculous! Ah, I believe I understand now. So, how will we get home, big sis? If we're really in another dimension, we probably can't even contact Histoire. Chin up, Junior. At least we know where we are now. That's pretty good. If we know where we are, then all we gotta do is find out where the path from here to home is. But how do we figure out what a path like that even looks like? Umio, are monsters really the only ones here? Maybe there are other people that have just gone into hiding somewhere very far away. Now that I think about it, did none of the CPUs from the other nations survive? Where are they? I apologize, but as far as I know, the only CPU that exists is Uzume. And there used to be people here though, right? There were still traces of them left on the internet. Indeed, they existed a long time ago. Without knowledge of their existence, I would not have thought of you as human. However, when I was born, this world was already in this state of desolation and ruin. That's why I was quite surprised to meet you both. So, does no one actually know why the world ended up in this condition? Uzumi states that the giant, as she calls it, is the direct reason, but I believe an even greater cause exists. Would you take a look at this? It's some data I found, although it's a little broken. This appears to be a journal. The text is buggy here and there, but this truly is quite fascinating. Umio, I'd like to investigate more about what's happened this world. What's happened to this world? Or in this world. My ability might not be great, but allow me to help. We may uncover information vital to the safety and preservation of this world. Thank you very much. Incidentally, Uzume has been rather quiet for some time now. She appears to be in a deep sleep. This is unsurprising, considering she was already exhausted before devouring that large meal. Oh, I'm sorry for keeping you both up just to talk. I'm sure you're both very tired as well. Please, it's no trouble at all. Actually, Umio, there's something I wanted to ask you about Uzume. So, I noticed Uzume's personality and speech kinda change randomly once in a while. What the heck is up with that? She is pushing herself. Pushing herself? Originally, she was a girl with a cheerful disposition, much like when she transforms. What? Really? Even if she acted carefree, she was very earnest. She may have believed that, as she was, we could not rely on her in this crumbling world. As she continued a life of survival and combat, her personality and speech slowly changed. To believe Uzume was like that in the past. That's why she's so hung up on the idea of being cool, huh? Well, there must be some part of her subconscious that relates being cool to being reliable. But one's personality is not something so easily changed. As Uzume has always been prone to daydreams, she often returns to her true self during those times. Yeah, I definitely noticed that. Now then, it's quite late. We can speak of what our next steps will be in the morning. I'm sure you are both tired, so please, get some rest. Yes, you're right. I really am exhausted from fighting today. Good night, Umio. Thanks for speaking with us. Night! See you in the morning. Yes, good night. Pleasant dreams to you both. Nep Station! Suddenly starting again today is Nep Station! With me, your host, Neptune. Today I'm joined by me, Uzume Tenoboshi. It's an awesome broadcast just for you. Man, I'm glad we were able to save Umio safely. Yeah, I was able to defeat that mutt too. That's because I'm so cool. Well, let's forget about whether Uzume is cool or not for now. Since we're here, let's try acting out an episode preview thingy. Take it away, Uzume! After saving Umio, what awaited Nepsi and Co. was another type of hell. Greed and violence settled in after destruction, a city of Platform Zero created after 100 years of war. If you throw vice, treachery, corruption, and chaos into a blender, you get 0 dimension! Next episode, Swirl! We'll have you follow Nepsi and us into hell! That wasn't really an episode preview in the slightest, but oh well, bye-bye! Have you seen some anime episode previews? That was pretty spot on. Neptunia, I want to eat pudding. Goodness, what should I do? There isn't any pudding around, and even if I wanted to make some, we don't have the ingredients. Pudding! What's going on? I can hear you guys from outside. Greetings. Nepsi is lively as usual, I see. Oh, Uzume, Umio. We have a bit of a problem. Pudding! If I don't have any pudding, I'll die! Pudding! And there's our problem. Ah, I understand. Unfortunately, unless we somehow make it ourselves, we won't find any. No! Pudding! Dear me, I'm finding it difficult to tell which one is actually the older sister. It may be Nepsi's influence, but now I want to try eating some pudding. Right? You want to eat pudding too, right, Uzume? A bittersweet taste of caramel sauce poured over a nice portion of cold, refreshing custard pudding. Even one day without it causes this Neptune to feel all sentimental. Custard pudding, huh? But the tea pudding and chocolate pudding are great too. Maybe we can go find some ingredients in some abandoned grocery stores nearby. If they had the base for pudding, we'd even be more super ultra lucky, right? If we found some, Uzume would totes want to make yummy sweets and treat all her beautiful friends. It's been quite a while since I've made some. How about we make a whole bunch of different kinds of puddings and have a big puddy-pa together? Oh, when I say puddy-pa, it's a short name for a pudding party. Doesn't it sound like ultra mega fun? So, yeah, a pudding party might be kinda tight. So maybe we could try it out or whatever. But the problem is the ingredients. You need eggs and milk, right? With the world in this state, I don't think we're gonna find either. Wait, we might actually have some eggs. Stare. Oh, why are you staring in my direction? Hey, Nepsi, do you think you can make pudding out of fish eggs too? Fish eggs? Fish pudding? Wow, this might be a whole new breed of pudding on our plates here. This needs to happen for science! Just a moment, you two. I want you to calm down first. No matter how you look, I am a male fish. Even if you were to cut my stomach open, you wouldn't find what you're looking for. Damn. Whew. Until today, I'd never before thanked my parents for breeding me into this world as a male. You have your share of troubles too, don't you, Umio? Alright then, Nepsi, it's still possible there are some ingredients up somewhere. Let's go search for them. You're right! Even if we only find enough ingredients for one spoonful, it's worth it. And they're gone. That they are.
I'm home!
Okay, let's see. Oh, we can develop the healing circle. We need one more herb and some dogu jelly, which, if we go, depending on the next dungeon we're going to, we might be able to do that. Alright. Since we have that developed, we could, yeah, it'll show up in the shop. Speaking of, yeah, there it is. And they all have everything currently equipped. Okay, let's start conversing. You haven't changed. Is Neptune back yet? Neptunia! I found some eggs! Huh? I've got milk and sugar too. I think we're all set for now. What? You too, Uzume? There were actually some monster peddlers nearby who just opened up a shop. Not only that, but everything here is 100% organic and fresh. This feels just a little too convenient. Well, as long as we have food we can eat, I think anything's fine at this point. Let's start whipping up this pudding right away, Gearsy. Yeah. I'll just hang out with you while they work their magic, Umio. Considering we've never had a chance to sit and have a talk together, this may be the perfect opportunity to deepen our friendship. Where's that coming from? Sincerest apologies, Nepsi. It appears to be a call from one of my friends. Please, excuse me for a moment. There he goes. Now I got nothing to do while I wait for pudding. Oh well, they say hunger is the best ingredient. I think I'll take a walk to get my blood flowing. Let's talk to Umio before doing the important thing. Umio. I can talk, I swear. Umio looks like he'd grown legs as he matured and eventually become a frog, but how is he in reality? I don't know what you're on, but that can't possibly be true. He's a damn fish. You're right, that'd be ridiculous. Huh? Umio? What's with that body? What are those creepy legs? You're being quite rude, Nepsi. Look how beautiful these legs are. This has gotta be a weird-ass nightmare. Right? Legs. His legs. Please, anything but those legs. It looks like they're having the same dream, but what do they mean by his legs? Okay. Neptune, the pudding's done. Sorry about that, Nepsi. We made way too much, so it took quite a while. Whoa! Why are there baby bugs? Oh, good job, you two. Thank you for the hard work. Oh, it's Miss Uzume. What's going on here? I have some time to kill before you guys were done, so I took a walk around and ran into these baby bugs. I thought eating delicious sweets together with everyone makes them even more scrumptious, so I invited them over. Nice idea, Nepsi. We used all the ingredients we brought and we made way too much. Now I'm really hungry too. I can't wait for the pudding. I will boil us some tea then. Our surroundings may be decrepit, but let's treat ourselves to a tea party. Ugh, I am so stuffed. I just can't get started up unless I have a pudding a day. You really do love your pudding, don't ya? The tea you made for us was really delicious, Umio. What kind of tea is this? Thank you, it's my original blend. I'm a bit of a hobbyist when it comes to tea. I can give you some of this blend if you like. Really? Thank you! Looks aside, you really are a gentleman, Umio. I think he's pretty handsome on the outside too, you know? That's right, Uzume has had that sort of style sense. Now that our tea party is winding down, I would like to have a meeting discussing our future strategies, if you are all willing. I don't mind. I am super down! My motivation gauge is at max now that my belly's full of pudding. Well, let's jump in immediately. I just received a call informing me of a place where share crystals may be located. We've used up a lot of them the previous fights, so it'd be great for me to restock my supply. Furthermore, we could surmise that there is a large supply of share crystals at this location. We might even be able to execute our plan. Indeed, as long as we have the necessary share crystals, our preparations will be complete. Which means we can finally... Hey, so what's this plan you guys are talking about? It'd be nice if you let me and Nepgear in on this stuff so we can understand. Oh, right, my bad. It'd also be really nice if you could tell the player what you were thinking. To explain it simply, it is a plan to defeat the Colossus you've already seen. Has a what? You have a way to defeat that giant thing? After repeated battles with it, I came to realize that it's weak to share energy. However, because of its size, even if you strike it with share energy on a single point, it has little effect. This is why we're attempting to contain it by creating a special barrier that uses a huge amount of share crystals. Holy moly, that's a crazy plan. With that, even a giant would get clobbered. Yep, that's the idea anyway. Let's hurry and go get those crystals. Alright. Holy crap, that's kind of far. Anything new? Nope. Okay, this is like the basic of basics.
The name's Uzume Tenoboshi. Yeah, it's pretty badass. I know.
Jingu Sakura Park.
Can't we just hang out here?
And here I thought would be flawless.
I'm getting fired up.
Hey, how's that? Was it cool?
Can't we just hang out here?
Knowing you're not alone can make you feel this strong, huh?
Alright, let's change the leader to Neptune again. I'm gonna give each of the girls a chance to be in the leader seat. What do those symbols mean? Oh, let's go. We'll find out. Huh. So there are share crystals hiding even in a place like this. Wow. I can't believe such a beautiful place still exists in this world. You must realize that this place is the way it is, because this is where share crystals reside. Why is that? The lands of this nation and of this world are almost completely lifeless. I personally believe that the dead land directly correlates to the fact that the amount of the CPU's protecting power has greatly diminished. The sole reason game industry exists is due to the protective powers of the CPUs. That's just like my nation too. Planet Neptune can't do anything without me around. However, according to the ancient texts, it is said that the source of the CPU's power is, in actuality, the faith of the people. If this world bears no human population, CPUs can no longer manifest their true power. My theory is that the share crystals scattered across the lands are the crystallizations of the faith of all those who used to exist here. I suppose the CPUs and their people create nations by developing a relationship that's mutually supportive. It was the same in the game industry of another dimension we explored before. That means that no matter the dimension we're in, game industry will usually operate in the same way. Well, that makes my job of explaining it much easier. My recent investigations have found that this is the only nation which still exists. There is literally nothing beyond the mountains and oceans. So it was true after all. No effing way! So that means we're seriously in an end of the world situation? End of the world is quaint in comparison. Let us return to the previous topic. So, although Uzume is a CPU, this nation is still slowly perishing. Any ideas as to why that is? No. Considering Uzume remains dependent on the steady supply of share crystals, I believe this world has not accepted her as its CPU. What? In a world without CPUs, this place may no longer even be game industry. What do you think will happen to this world if its very last nation falls to ruins? It'll disappear? It would disappear. It would disappear, wouldn't it? If we ventured into the name of this shell of a game industry, you could perhaps call it the Zero Dimension. I'm not giving up. Even if this world doesn't accept me, everyone else here looks up to me as a CPU. I'm sticking it out to the end. But back to the topic at hand, the beauty and abundance of this place is due to the shared crystal's energy feeding this entire forest. This happens every time. The natural abundance in this area is proof of the immense power held within these share crystals. And this is a huge forest, right? That means there has to be a big enough share crystal power at work here. But if we take all the share crystals we find here, won't this forest wither and die? Correct. Areas like these are quite precious, however, so we try not to remove all of the crystals. Oh, that's good. That means we can come back on a field trip and look at all the pretty flowers. Neptune, Umio was discussing a fairly grave topic with us, and that's where you decided to contribute to this conversation? Nep Jr., don't you get it? Everybody needs a little normalcy in crazy times like these. Those everyday pleasures are so important. Wow, normalcy. You're so right. Once we finish all of this, coming here and just staring at the flowers would be so beautiful. We could throw a huge party and invite the baby bugs and everyone else. That does sound really nice. I can even make a whole bunch of pudding like I did today. I'll help out too. I want to try making different flavors. How long has it been since I've seen such a happy expression on Uzume? If it were possible, I'd wish for her to always have such a smile on her face. Onward we go! Into the dungeon!
Here,
Come on.
from start to finish.
Did everyone see how I did?
Item!
Like a kangaroo. Here,
Yeah, come here.
here.
Come here.
Let's all go now, everyone!
Woohoo!
Item!
Wonder what's inside. Here,
Yay! Successful Did everyone see how I did?
I just remembered there are new skills.
I'm injured? When did I scratch myself?
High rush. Well, that would be better to use on a different combo. There we go. So does that mean Neptune got a new skill? No. Weird. Oh well.
like a kangaroo. Boing!
There we go.
Here,
It's our chance to attack together!
I win.
Come here.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
I call a total victory.
These guys kind of hurt.
Jump!
Okay.
Here,
We got the first strike! Let's
it's-
crush him!
been waiting.
Ugh. Oh, great. Poison is, of course, status effect. The afflicted character's HP will decrease at the start of each turn they are poisoned. When the character is poisoned, it will display in the status around the character. And on their info at the... Oh, that's what they mean by around the character. Well, that's good. The only way I could really tell in the previous games was if it popped up down at the bottom of the screen. You can use the item Detoxin to heal the poison effect. Left untreated, poison will continue affecting the character even after the battle ends, so don't forget to heal the status as soon as you can.
Ow!
Thank you for that.
My turn. You're in the way. Oh, you're so damn. All right, defeated. Next. I finished this stylishly. Nothing a little spit couldn't fix.
I don't have any detoxin. What? Man. Oh, wrong way.
Wonder what's inside.
Nothing a little spit couldn't fix.
Give me a second. Okay. I got detoxin, so I'm at least somewhat prepared for those enemies. Hey you, Izume! It's been a while. Oh, hey, it's you, Goobs! Yeah, it's been a while. Bah? Is this Dagu also an acquaintance of yours, Izume? Yeah, Goobs is one of my allies here. He may not look like it, but a good old Goobs here is the head of the Dagu tribe. Wow, guess you can't judge a Dagu by its cover. Come here, Goobs, you little rascal. Aw, there. Who's a good Dagu? This girl really knows her way around. So, what's up, Goobs? What are you doing out here? We were finally of some help to you, Izume. We're the ones who found the crystals. Ha, should have known it was you. Thanks, Goobs. You really outdid yourself. These monsters seem to really get attached to you, Izume. I'm not doing anything special, really. These guys get friendly all their own. By the way, my other friends are also out searching for more crystals right now. We better go looking for those too. I don't want these guys running into trouble on my behalf. It's no trouble. We like to be relied on, and truthfully, it wouldn't hurt if you acted more like a CPU and took a little more control. Even if you put it like that, it's just not my thing, Goobs. You know that. I feel ya, Izume. You're a lot like me. You don't have time to be bossing everyone around. Can't sit still. That's kinda true. I'd rather be on the front lines with everyone too. We're gonna go search over that way, so if you find anything, just come call us. Understood. Goo. Let's head out. Oh god, does this world have an arfoir as well? That looked so arfoir.
Let's all go now, everyone! We won!
Anything here? Besides the little dragon?
Let's all go now, everyone!
How's that? Was it cool?
What's... Oh, next area. Holy crap.
Boing!
Holy crap.
We'll beat you to...
Looks like we win this match.
That was a normal enemy. These are normal enemies. Holy crap.
Let's go. One on one. I finished this stylishly.
damn thing still hurts like a freaking truck. More things I can't destroy. Okay, next area.
Boing!
Found an item.
Ooh, some credits. Can't find nothing. Gearsy, any luck over there? There doesn't seem to be anything here. How about you, Nepsy? No more. I'm tired. I can't take another step. Looks like no luck there either. Uzume, Nepsy seems tuckered out. Why don't we rest a little while? Yeah, you're right. We still have quite a long way to go, so we should... Goo! What's up, Goobs? You're in a big hurry. We found a share crystal. Goo, please come with me to check it out. Really? How big is it? It's bigger than any we've seen before. Hell yeah! Oh man, it's been so long. We're gonna finally defeat that giant. This is great, Uzume, but I'm a little jealous. Jealous? Of the share crystal? You can use the share crystal to replenish your share energy, but it's not possible for us. If we had share energy too, we could help you out more. Don't worry about it. Really, you're already a huge help as it is. I personally would like to witness all three of you lined up and transformed. Oh man, that would be really cool, wouldn't it? It'd be something out of a Sentai Ranger show. Hey, Nepsy, Gearsy, it's worth a shot. Wanna try using my share crystals? We wouldn't have problems if we could use those to transform. It sucks, but it looks like we can't get shares from those crystals. How about eating them? Eating it? No. Share crystals are way hard. There's no way they could be chopped on. What if we crush them into powder? Then you can mix it with pudding. Ooh, that sounds delicious already. What? That's what you'll agree to? I think that may be a bit of a stretch, you two. Then maybe Umio and the others could try their hardest to make shares. Don't you think it'd be cool if we borrowed strings from our friends to all go HCD at once, like in a cool anime show? You totally do, huh? I so totally want to transform and fight all awesomely with you two. If you wish for it, I believe it is possible. Huh? What do you mean by... Also, your speech is slipping. Well, if it's not possible, screw it. Anyway, right now, what we gotta do is go get that share crystal. Those brats are planning something. Yeah, that's totally our far. Don't even try that.
It's our chance to attack together! Did everyone see how I did?
Wow, those things hurt too.
I'm still fine, right? Here!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! How's that? Was it cool?
Yeah, more of those big ones. Jeez.
Like the kangaroo!
Are there any such things as elite enemies?
We'll beat you to...
Did everyone see how I did?
Oh, well, there's treasure over here, so let's go.
They're coming from above!
I finished this stylishly.
Treasure!
Wonder what's inside.
Treasure!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
Did everyone see how I did?
Is there treasure over here? Treasure!
The kangaroo!
I messed up! I finished this stylishly. Sorry, could you heal me?
Yeah, give me a second. Working on it. Nah. Treasure's behind there.
Yay! Successful.
I finished this stylishly.
This much is nothing.
Still.
Jump! Boing!
Hey, everyone. I brought Uzume with me.
I hear you guys found this place especially for me. I couldn't thank you enough.
Oh, it's Miss Uzume-gu.
Miss Uzume is here.
We've been waiting, Miss Uzume.
Oh, Miss Uzume thanked us, Goo. I'm so happy.
What the snap? There are so many doggoos. And they're speaking all friendly-like, too.
Oh gosh. Seeing them warm up to Uzume like this is gonna make it a lot harder to fight them back home.
So, my friends, where's this share crystal that you discovered?
It's right over here, Goo. Please take a look.
Oh man, you guys weren't playing around. This is definitely a share crystal.
Its size is remarkable. Uzume, we can finally proceed.
I know, I can feel it. The amount of share energy crystallized in this thing is amazing. Everyone, thank you so much. With this, I'll finally defeat the giant.
But why bother? Please, allow me to put an immediate end to your delusions.
Hi, R4. How are you?
What's going on?
No way! Why did it show up now of all times?
Is it targeting Uzume or the share crystal?
Doesn't matter. Little do these idiots know, this actually is gonna work out in my favor. I'll crush the giant, here and now! Nepsi, Gearsy, lend me a hand!
Leave it to us.
Yeah!
Hey, you big idiot! This ends today! I've crafted this technique especially to defeat you! Prepare to die!
Well, I can't have you do that now, can I?
What?
It can't be. How can this be possible?
She broke the share crystal? I thought they were indestructible.
Are you friggin' kidding me? Come on! Dang it! Who's out there? We literally just found that thing.
That was good. Come on!
You've earned it, brat.
Who the hell are you?
I suppose this is the first time we've met like this. Very well, then. I will tell you. I am called R4. Along with the Dark CPU, I am the one who will bring about the end of you and your world.
I actually like that outfit. That is the best look you've had the entire game series so far.
R4?
Oh, I see you have heard of my power.
Nah, we just had to deal with another one of you. Twice.
She an acquaintance or what?
Honestly, she's like one of those annoying relatives you don't like too much because she's always criticizing or picking fights with you. Ahem. Let me explain to those in the audience new to the series.
Just in case this is the first game you've played, which I would honestly be surprised if this was, since this is technically the fourth game in the mainline series, let me just explain this to you guys.
We've fought this hero boss lady character called R4 like 1 billion times in the older games and anime releases. She's so boring. I seriously don't even want to look at our snore right now. She's not about to make us enter a boss fight, is she? Ugh, I'm so over it.
Big sis, maybe you should be less meta in explaining it so the players get a more immersive, believable experience.
Aw, but her breaking the fourth wall is part of the fun, Gear.
But in our world, R4 should have perished. And in the other dimension, I thought she had reformed completely. Which means that this R4 must be different from the ones we've seen.
It seems like you brainiacs were hatching a fairly thoughtful scheme with that crystal. It's too bad. Now, Dark CPU, annihilate every last one of these insolent brats!
Hold the flip phone! This kind of map-wide weapon is a rule violation! Where's your sense of sportsmanship?
What sportsmanship? This is R4!
Prattle on all you'd like. Your end is nearing by the second. No need to hold back, Dark Purple. Thoroughly grind them into dust.
Help me!
Damn it! If only I had the strength to deploy. If I had more power, I could destroy it! But even if I can't win, at the very least, Nepsi and the others! Hey, Nepsi and Gearsy, take Goobs and everyone else and run!
Uzume, what are you talking about?
I'm the only one it's after. I'll be the distraction while you get everyone out of here!
No, I don't wanna. I'm not leaving you behind, Uzume.
This is my fight! This doesn't even concern you! I got you all involved in my fight. My problem. I can't let you die because of that!
Well, we don't want you to die either. And now that we're friends, this does concern us. Consider us involved.
I feel the same way as Neptune. I know we just met, but I could never abandon a friend in need.
Hey, come on! The way you two are talking makes it sound like I won't make it.
You're worried about it though, right? The share crystal's broken. You have no power. You look totally desperate.
What?
Oh, jeez. With a face like that, it's even more impossible for us to leave you behind.
But we don't have enough share crystals to even think about flipping this situation around. Our plan failed completely.
Don't sweat it, pal. We don't even need those crystals. We're gonna beat this thing up the old-fashioned way.
We're dead.
Neptune, what do you mean by that? No way. This is share energy? I feel power flowing through me.
What is this? Huh? Could it be?
It's over, Goo. We're so dead.
Don't give up, Goo. Uzume, she's gonna definitely do something big.
That's right! She always managed to come out on top before, and today we have 2 more friends helping her. Goo!
Is it you guys?
I understand now. The faith of the Dogoos is flowing into us as share energy.
Yes, that's it.
What's this?
More plot convenience.
But aren't the Dogoos monsters? How can this be? It's never happened before.
In this dimension, they're technically the citizens of game industry, aren't they? So it works out for me.
Let's not sweat the small stuff like logic or plot development. Let's just beat this fool up. Let's go, Little Nep.
Yeah!
Keep your eyes on us, please.
We'll show you the true power of a CPU!
What are these forms of yours?
CPU Purple Heart, I have arrived.
I'm Purple Sister Nepgear. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a CPU candidate.
You twerps were CPUs?
What was that? Was that a memory? But why would I see that now, of all times? Whatever, it doesn't matter right now. If we have the share energy, then there's only one thing to do. Goobs, we'll put your wishes to good use. Transform!
And then, shearing field activate. Shearing field activate!
What? What the hell is going on?
Jeez, we went into another dimension from another dimension!
This field. This is incredible. What is this power?
The plan is a huge success! We captured it within the field!
I knew you told us we could contain it, but I didn't expect this space to be created. Is this due to the power of the share energy?
This is a sub-dimension created by Uzume's ability, which uses share energy as a medium.
Uzume's ability?
What is this field? Why can't I gather my strength?
Sit down and shut that old lady mouth of yours up! We're totally gonna beat up this silly giant you're so proud of!
We're dead.
Okay, here we go! The first and final, real and true fight!
Teach me, Isty! Fights with dark CPUs are giant battles that differ from regular battles. Giant battles occur in a special space called the sharing field. You cannot use normal combo attacks against enemy giants. You will have to battle using skills. There are some skills that cannot be used during these battles. I have to use skills. Okay. Within the sharing field, you will recover some SP every turn. Watch your SP consumption and recovery carefully during these battles. In addition, floating islands are your footholds within the sharing field. If you move to the edge of each island, you can jump to the nearby island with A. Take advantage of jumping when you want to avoid multiple characters getting hit at once, or to gather them for a recovery. Fight effectively by moving characters and taking advantage of formation skills. They're formidable foes, so do your best. Alright, here we go. Boy, IF,
I won't hold back!
You really went all out on this game, didn't you?
Who's my opponent? My critical edge will tear you apart. You're finished.
I no longer have doubts.
MBPL!
MPBL! Target locked!
It's Uzume's turn! Here I go! Hit-ya! Yeah! Not bad!
Ow.
My turn. My critical edge will tear you apart. You're finished.
I guess we have to do this. Multiple beam launcher!
Ugh, so tired.
There we go. But we don't have enough yet.
I'll go full power! There!
How bad is this gonna hurt? Oh, that really hurt.
Who's my opponent? I'll use an item.
All right, I'll go calmly. Heal!
Ugh, can't go on. Here's a heal.
Let us begin the
That hurts.
Let's end this. My critical edge will tear you apart. You're finished.
All right, I'll go calmly. Multiple beam launcher!
Ugh, can't go on. Uzume will use an item.
My turn. I'll bet victory on this one blow. You're finished.
You still struggle?
Can I skip, please? Damn it. Someone's gonna die. Yep. Nepgear, could you please?
I won't hold back!
I can't.
All right, I'll go calmly.
My wounds. This one.
I won't hold back!
Accept your fate.
Let's end this. I'll use an item.
I guess we have to do this.
Are you kidding me?
Defensive cheer!
Yeah, we know about that. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a fight.
You still struggle?
I guess we have to do this. Heal!
My turn. Who's my opponent?
Accept your
Ouch!
I won't hold back!
My turn.
I guess we have to do this.
You still struggle?
Ouch! Let's end this. Use this.
Stand up, Uzume Tanoboshi! There.
I won't hold back!
So much for finishing her off with that.
Multiple beam launcher!
But at least she'll get the experience from this.
Who's next? I've still got a ways to go. I have to try harder.
As a CPU, I must become stronger.
I feel power overflowing.
I did it! I leveled up!
Did we do it?
Yes, we've defeated that monstrosity.
We did it! We did it! We won against that giant! Thank you. Thank you so much, Nepsi and Gearsy.
There's no need to thank us. It's not over yet.
Huh?
R4's still here, right?
Oh, that's right! That old lady appeared so fast, I completely forgot!
To think that the Dark CPU could possibly lose to idiots like you!
Now then, whatever shall we do?
Perhaps we should place the old lady in captivity and interrogate her.
You want to capture me? Ha! What could you possibly do to me in your current state?
Don't underestimate them.
Yeah, whatever. We have more people than you.
How aggravating. I will have to withdraw for the time being.
You're running away?
Enjoy what little time you have left until the next time we cross paths.
She got away.
As usual.
It would appear so, but honestly, we were not ready to take her on.
I'm so worn out. My legs feel like noodles.
Oh, mine too. I'd be pretty happy if I didn't have to fight again for a while.
Ooh, same here. Still, it's kind of a shame.
A shame? You mean that R4 just escaped?
Nope. I just thought that it'd be great to drink some cold juice since we're so worn out, but we don't have any, so yeah, it's a total shame.
Then once we get back to base, we can have a toast together. Although, I think I just need to sit here for a little while. I can barely move.
All right!
She, on the other hand...
Are you okay, Uzume? Why are you screaming?
At last! I finally put that giant 6 feet under! How can I contain that excitement?
Uzume, although I truly understand your sentiments, I would appreciate if you'd refrain from yelling right into my ear.
Oh, he has ears even though he's a fish. I wonder where he's hiding them.
And it's all because you two stayed here by my side, fighting the good fight. I want to thank you formally, so thank you. Man, all I keep doing is giving thanks. Whew, I can't really walk anymore either. Hell, I can't even stand.
You've worked so very hard. By all means, rest. You've earned it.
Hell yeah, we did.
Can't we just hang out here?
Goodness! Something up here?
I finished this stylishly.
Can't we just hang out here?
Oh my god.
Goodness! Something up here?
Looks like we win this match.
Let's try going here.
I'll show you that I'm capable.
Total victory! Can't we just hang out here? I'm home!
Anything new in the shops? Nope. Okay. Let's toast to our victory. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen for a moment there, but I'm glad we won. Me too. But I wonder why we were suddenly able to gather shares. Isn't it only possible to acquire shares from humans? Allow me to explain. Before that, however, where's Uzume? Uzume went up to the rooftop so she could take a shower first. Ah, then this is most opportune. I wouldn't want Uzume to overhear what I'm about to disclose. What do you mean? Uzume possesses a certain special ability. Special ability? She's able to turn her daydreams into reality. So that would mean she has the ability to intervene in real-world events, yeah? But is it possible to do such a thing? She cannot interfere or change large-scale events, but she does possess this power. You two have some experience with convenient things occurring exactly the way she had imagined, do you not? Oh, do you mean the pudding ingredients? Correct. She imagined and wished for you to create and eat pudding. This is why you were able to find the ingredients. And she also imagined and wished today, during our battle, she wished you three would be able to obtain shares from monsters and subsequently transform. That's why we were able to gain shares all of a sudden. That That's amazing! It's like a super cheat code! Wait, but why hasn't she used such a convenient ability before? If she did, couldn't she have beaten the giant already? There are certain things that come into play, such as the fact that Uzume cannot bring something into existence unless she sincerely imagines it. That is to say, how she manipulates reality is also based on her subconscious. This is why I'm extremely grateful to you both. You helped Uzume change the state of shares within this world. I can only hope that we are not too late. We will be able to stop this world's collapse. I get it, Umio. That's why you said something to lead her on at the time. I'm surprised you noticed. Well, I guess you could say it was by chance. You were actually engaging in Uzume's story for once, so it kinda got me curious. Now that you understand her ability, I sincerely ask that you please keep it secret from her. Alright. I guess. It's finally over. Hey, Uzume, can I talk to you for a second? What's up, Nepsi? I was just wondering what you're planning on doing next. Oh, you mean about that, huh? I'm gonna go beat the shit out of that purple hag, of course. Well, I'm sure she's no match for a giant killer like me. Okay, so once you take out our fire, what's after that? After that? Oh, that's what you mean. You know what I'm getting at? You want me to come with you, right? Back to your world? That's right! Oh, you're good, Uzume. We're becoming completely telepathic with each other. Your offer makes me real happy, Nepsi. And I know that it's probably a great place. It's your nation, after all. But, I'm sorry. I can't go with you. Why? There's no one here anymore. What if we could even be CPU partners? I know for a fact the people of my nation would love you in a heartbeat. Well, Nepsi, I've spoken with everyone a while ago about the possibility of leaving this world and searching for a new one to live in. But the answer was unanimous. Even if it was possible to leave, no one wanted to cast away this world, even in its brokenness. We decided we'd struggle here in this world until the very end. And the punchline was that after investigating, we found this world civilization isn't advanced enough for dimensional travel. Uzume. Come on, don't give me that gloomy look. This isn't permanent, you know? We'll see each other again, right? That purple hag might be behind this world's destruction, and if I defeat her, maybe it'll return to normal. If that's the case, I'll revive this city and the entire nation along with it. I'll be starting from zero. Or, I guess it's more like starting from the negative, but I'm going to make this nation amazing. Once that all happens, I'll have to come by and visit your nation. But isn't being by yourself lonely? Doesn't it make you feel helpless? I got Umio, the baby bugs, and all my doggo friends too. It's pretty lively as it is, really. Uzume. So that's it. If you keep being a lazy ass and eating all that pudding, our nation's gonna pass yours up in no time. Yeah, I think I want a population of 100,000, maybe even a whole million. Although all throughout the city we'll have elevators, moving walkways, and cars without any wheels flying through the big ass tubes. All the citizens will wear tights all the time. Actually, that's lame. Forget I said that. This is the era of infotech. We'll establish a culture surrounding the World Wide Web and make it so people can play online games. When you're online, you'll be able to compete in fighting or racing games with other people or adventure in RPGs together. I really hope... No, I'm gonna do it. I'll create that fun, wonderful nation. Wouldn't it be the coolest thing ever? Definitely. I think it'd be super cool. When I first woke up here, you know, that was the first thing I tried to do, but at the time, nobody would follow me. Umio told me I wasn't going to be ready to make it happen for another 10 years. Oh, I totally understand. I get that a lot too. You know, Nepsi, I don't think it's a bad thing to pursue the dreams you have. It's way better than just settling. Besides, it's fun to imagine all your crazy dreams coming to life. I really hope you can make it happen, Uzume. I will, Nepsy. I will make it a reality. Nep Station! Do you know what time it is? It's Nep Station time! Your hosts today are Neptune and Nepgear reporting live. So, Nepgear never thought we'd be able to transform, huh? Indeed! What was even more surprising was that it was due to Uzume's ability. I didn't expect our first HDD battle to be against that giant either. Wow! Speaking of unexpected, that one person showed up again. What's up with that, right? Oh, right. Our far belt conveyor or some such named eggplant-colored person, right? Neptune, you're really doing that on purpose, aren't you? Well, Eggplant Lady's just a foil at this point, so let's forget her and move on to the episode preview. Take it away, Nepgear! A new enemy targeting us stands in Uzume's path as she searches for a way to send us home. Countless monsters attack. Neptune finally activates that forbidden system. Next episode, Give You Strength! Today's preview still kinda wasn't a preview, but don't worry about it, we're working out the kinks. We'll see you next time! Blah. See here, you two. How long do you plan on dawdling about? You're much too young to be loafing around all day. But, Umio, all this exhaustion from fighting a giant will go away. Me too. I just can't get motivated. Ugh. Urgh. Dear me, where has all that spirit you both had before gone? I'm sorry. Even my sister's giving you trouble now. No need to apologize. I suppose their lack of energy is now a direct effect of a demanding bout with that giant. Besides, we have are endless days of work once we get back home, so we won't get punished for taking it easy here. Neptune. Then, Girsy, would you mind accompanying me today? Me? I don't mind, but where are we going? What's this? You taking her on a date, Umio? Has Neptune finally entered her popular phase? As her older sister, this means we'll have to interrogate every one of her suitors to make sure they're wholesome. Alright, Nepsy, it's decided. Let's shadow them on their date. Huh? Is that what this is? You are quite adorable when you're flustered, Girsy. Unfortunately, this will not be something so fanciful. I came upon an interesting facility while taking a stroll last night. I suspect there may be data there that might interest you, thus the invitation. Oh, I understand. I was a little startled. Perhaps you would have preferred Neptune's assumed intention. Goodness, please, don't tease me! I apologize. Well, that is my proposed idea. Nepsy, Uzume, what will you do? I wouldn't mind if you both came along as well. Well, there's nothing for me to do even if I hang out here, so I guess I'll tag along. Nepsy, what about you? If Uzume is cruising, then I will too. It'd be boring if I stayed here all alone. Fantastic, then let us depart. There's stuff to do? Ah, right. Now then, everyone, please look at this facility. Huh. Never knew this place existed in the city. What's up with this equipment? Does it work? I, too, was quite surprised when I discovered it. I never would have imagined a facility like this would be left standing in such a pristine condition. Umio? Is it alright if I take a look around? I haven't the slightest about what sort of facility this is, but I'm sure no one is around who would protest. Yay! In that case, I'll get started on digging around this main computer and its server. First, I'll connect the end gear by wire. There. How's it, sweet sis of mine? Find anything interesting? Yo! Zero Dimension Neptunia. Psst, no way! Is my own younger sibling giving me the cold shoulder? It seems Gearsy is extremely focused at the moment, so it may be best to keep from disturbing her at the moment. Oh, could this possibly be? What is it? A discovery? Did you find something cool? Yes, I thought this was some sort of communication facility, but I think it might actually be for transportation. A transport facility, you say? Oh, but the equipment here is only enough for transport between here and the neighboring cities. And this is conjecture? But from examining this device, interdimensional travel seems unlikely with the limited science tech here. Huh. That would happen. Sorry, I didn't mean to get your hopes up. It's alright, little sis. You're trying. We just have to keep searching. What's that noise? What? That's my N-Gear's ringtone. But I don't have reception here at all, so... A call? From who? Oh my goodness! It's Eastwar! Neptune, I'm getting a call from Eastwar! Really? Wow, she must have a premium cell phone plan to make calls between dimensions. Neptune, your Eastwar can be pretty impatient, so I'd pick up that call right about now if I were you. Hello, this is Nepgear. Oh, Nepgear, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I've been dying to reach you. Is Neptune with you? Yes, she's right here with me. Howdy, Isty. It's been a doggo's age. How you been? I'm relieved to hear both of your voices. I've been incredibly worried since your sudden disappearance. I'm sorry, Isty. We tried so many times to contact you. There is no reason for you to apologize, Nepgear. After all, you two are in another dimension. Yet again. Yeah. Nepgear? Can you hear me? I just said you're in another dimension. Does that not surprise you, considering what happened in the last game? Huh? What are you implying? I just confirmed that you are in another dimension, yes? I assumed you would be more shocked by this information. Naive. So very naive. Isty. We've already figured out that we're in another dimension. How do you like that? I never would have expected Neptune to anticipate our current situation in this manner. Have you hit your head anywhere, perchance? Oh, Eastwar just nepped Neptune. Hey now, Isty, isn't that kind of cruel? I haven't cracked out my melon opener or anything, and my brain operates at lightning speeds. Well, the image of you being lazy has been burned in my mind lately, so I was under the impression you would only use your skull for sport. Ah, so Nepsy acts the same in her world, too. Oh, who else is there with you two? Their names are Uzume and Umio. They've been helping us quite a bit. Uzume also happens to be the CPU here. I see. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to you for looking after these two. Don't worry about it. I haven't had this much fun in as long as I can remember. It's been a blast having them around. What's wrong? Something I said? Oh, no, nothing at all. I apologize. You reminded me of an old acquaintance. Please, pay it no mind. That's right, I have not yet introduced myself. My name is Eastwar. I am currently operating as Planeptune's Oracle. Eastwar and Planeptune, huh? Oh dear, what's the matter? Are you not feeling well? Nah, my bad. It's nothing, just a little tired. Sorry to make you worry. Uzume, would you allow me to speak with her as well? Oh, right, of course. Greetings, Eastwar. This is Umio. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. The pleasure is mine, Umio. I apologize for any trouble the girls have caused, Neptune in particular. No apologies necessary, Eastwar. It's felt quite lonesome here for some time now, so this excitement has been perfect for us. Oh, it truly is a relief to hear that. Why does this conversation sound like two parents talking to each other? Yeah, what are we, kids or something? You are like a daughter to me, Uzume. What? I was your kid, Umio? Mr. Umio, you are her Mr. Umio, you are the father! What a shocking revelation for Umio, the merman, folks. Uzume, how does it feel to be this nation's first mayor CPU? Then doesn't that mean I can breathe underwater? And it means I have a right to eat as much shrimp and crab as I want? All right! We can have a decadent crab hot pot tonight! Woohoo! I had simply meant that as a metaphor. It would appear your hands are quite full. I do offer my sympathies, Umio. Hey, Eastwar, are you going to be able to help us find the way back home? I don't see any possibility for interdimensional travel. Please, rest assured, by mediating through the end gear and linking a transport terminal from that world to a transport terminal in ours, it is possible for me to transfer you both. Ooh, just as expected from my Isti. I'm proud to see you suddenly becoming so amazingly high-spec. However, this will consequently deplete a large amount of share energy from our world, so please understand that. If we can make it back home, then that's all small stuff. That's Neptune, not Nepgear. If we can make it back home, then that's all small stuff. Nepjunior will work hard for our shares when we get back after all. Only me? Don't be ridiculous. Gaining share energy is in your job description as well, Neptune. When you return, you believe me, I will have you working like a dog. Are you for real? Sheesh, maybe I'll just stay put on this side of the pond. Don't say that, big sis. Let's get home. I'll help out too, so let's do our best together, okay, Neptune? You'll really help me out? Alright, yippee! Heavens, you always spoil her like this, Nepgear. So, Isti, we're actually already in a facility that houses a transfer terminal. Is this true, Nepgear? Yes, but the terminal is only calibrated for spatial transfer within this dimension. Would this be compatible for application? Yes, as long as it is indeed a transfer terminal, it will work without any problems. Watch, something's gonna go wrong. Okay, so I will use the transfer terminal that you are currently connected to. Guess you two found your ride. Looks like it. I really wanted to get back home to my friends and my pudding, but now, well, I'm feeling kind of reluctant about it. Me too. I knew this would be an inevitability, but I didn't think I'd be by myself again so quickly. Feels like you just got here. Oh, that's right. If we leave, she'll be all alone again. Well, Nepsy, Gearsy, it's been fun. I've only known you for a few days, but it feels like it's been so much longer. You make sure to take care of yourself, Gearsy. Yes, I truly am sorry. You helped us out so much, but I couldn't figure out anything about the destruction of your world. You need not worry about it, Gearsy. I'll take my time to investigate the rest. This is quite strange. It appears I cannot access that terminal over there. Wait, it might be... Eastward, please give me a moment while I check on something. I knew it. This terminal's broken. I see. This is a huge problem. If we cannot use this terminal, then I'm afraid we may be out of options. Then let me fix it. I'll have to examine it to be sure, but I don't think it's too damaged. I believe this could still work for us. Wow, I knew you were good with mechanics, but I'm a person who can fix something like this. Well, she is my awesome little sister after all. By the way, what's your special skill, Nepsy? Me? Well, I have... wait. What should I do, Uzume? I don't think I have any marketable skills like Neptunior. Don't ask me. Please contact me once you have completed your repairs, Nepgear. I believe as long as you are within close proximity to the terminal, I can contact you through your end gear. Okay, I understand. I'll call you as soon as I'm finished. Is there any way we may be of help? For now, I'm going to try and figure out why the terminal is broken down, so you're free to do as you please for now. Aw, there you go again, Nep Jr. Don't be shy. We're more than happy to help. I may not stay up to date with all the games out there, but I for sure know my way around retro consoles. Taking this apart will be a breeze. And if I show off how awesome and cool I am here, then everyone is going to realize just how capable of a person I really am. It's like this problem is affecting Nepsi in her own unique way. I may kind of want you to stay put, Neptune. What? Pump the brakes, Nepsi. Gearsy's got it handled. Let's go see if we can find anything around here that might be useful to us. Aw, Nepgear's left. Are the repairs done yet? Nepgear, how's it looking? Think it's gonna work? Oh, so that's how it's wired. It's pretty strange. I wonder why they have those pots mounted on the board as opposed to... 1 hour later. Hey, Gearsy, you done yet? I see. So these broken solder joints were probably causing it to short out. I wonder where this resistor was supposed to go. 3 hours later. Can't eat anymore. Wow, wait, this is so crazy! The circuit board has GC 1998 printed on it! An 88 circuit board is super rare! Oh, the circuit doesn't really serve any purpose for our application, so I can just bypass it and take the board home with me. 5 hours later. It's finished! What? It's finally done? We've been waiting. So will the transfer terminal work? Well, I fixed it as much as I could, but there are 2 problems. Problems? Yes, the corrosion of one of the core parts of the terminal is really bad. If we want to use the terminal, we need to replace that part. I was able to patch up a lot of the other problems, but, well, I still have a long way to go. You're doing great, Gearsy. What's the other problem? We have no power. A large amount of energy is required to get the terminal running, but there barely seems to be any power left in this building. I see. Both are difficult problems. Nah, we can at least search for the spare part. The city's so vast, I'm sure we can find a substitute for it. And what of the energy? We can likely find a replacement part quite easily, but I imagine finding a power source being difficult. We can figure that part out later. I can't really think of where we'd even find that right now. Yep, we might find a solution while we're looking for the part. Exactly. That being said, let's go look for it. And Nepgear's back in the game. I'm getting kind of hungry. We can't find anything. Could have sworn I saw something that looked similar. Let's take a break for lunch. We can keep searching after. I'm starving. I like that idea. And what should we do for lunch? I know. Let's have some pudding. Is it around that time now? It is around that time now that you mention it. Is there anything you're craving, Uzume? Pudding, Nepsi? It's gotta be meat. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Neptune, how does meat sound? Meat's good too. I'd still like to propose having some super sugar treats as a dual lunch snack time meal. Well, I guess sweets sound good too, but when you talk about sweets, it's gotta be crepes. Uzume would so love to have a strawberry chocolate banana crepe with a ton of whipped cream. The balance between the tangy, slightly sour strawberry and the sweet chocolate is super yummy. It's just the best. Oh, even if we had just had the ingredients, it would be so totally awesome if we had that. Oh. Well, you know, meat's good and all, but I'm not really that hungry anyway. Whatever's clever, Nepsi. Dear me, there's no reason to even cover it up at this point. Then it's decided. We'll have crepes for lunch. Let's search around for any leftover ingredients. There's a building nearby that looked like it used to be a market. Let's check it out. Uzume really is cute when she tries acting all tough. It's so adorable. I'd really like to take her to the crepe shop on Planet Tower Street someday. Just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene now. Oh, this terminal might be... I knew it! This terminal can get online. I might be able to find something. Ah, here it is. We can't stop rampaging. At this rate, we'll fall to ruins. I decided to search for a way to stop her rampage. I feel like I'm seeing a... Yet another has perished. How could I possibly stop it? Return to normal. She remembered what she'd done. Asked me to... her. I sort of get the meaning, but at the same time, I sort of don't. What are you looking at? Oh, Uzume. I'm collecting intel on what happened in your world and... Wait, didn't I mention this before? Oh, right, my bad. So how's that going? I found several records, but the data I've found so far is incredibly disjointed. I can't make heads or tails of what I've read. What's your end goal here, Gearsy? I just want to know the truth. I want to know what this world was like and why it's been destroyed. It's just speculation, but I feel like the reason this nation fell to ruin is written here in these records. There might not be much I can actually do with that information once I uncover it, but even so, it'll just be good to know. I see. Maybe you'll be the one to release me from this prison, Gearsy. Prison? I've tried so many times to escape. Every attempt has been in vain. The blue sky feels so nostalgic. You might be just what I needed. Uzume? Whoops, I started talking about weird things. Forget it, I'll catch up with you later. Prison, huh? Maybe it really is painful for Uzume to be in this world. Hey, Gearsy! Wake up, Gearsy! Huh? Why are you here, Uzume? I thought you just walked away. Man, still half asleep? You came over here saying there might be a terminal connected to the web and didn't come back, so I came to pick you up. Oh, yes. I guess that was what happened. So, find anything? Oh, I did. I was able to find this record. Let me see. We can't stop rampaging powers. At this rate, the world will fall to ruin. I decided to search for a way to stop her rampage. I feel like I'm seeing a nightmare. Yet another city has perished. How can I possibly stop it? Return to normal. She remembered what she'd done. She asked me to kill her. What the hell is this? I don't get it at all. Gearsy, does this make sense to you? Huh? I feel like it looks different from before. But I can see the data properly. Was I that half asleep? Jeez. Hey, Nepsi! I found this in a pile of rubble. Here you go. Wow! Is this a dead copy of Zebius? You know of it? Know it? It's a super famous title where the makers of the original place a hidden message that easily weeds out the fake ones. You're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to games, huh, Nepsi? And over here is a benta. If you peel off this crappy logo sticker. See? Told ya, it says Zeka, the real manufacturer behind this thing. I should show this to Nep Jr. too. Hey, Nep Jr., we found something rare. Hey, Nep Jr.? Uzume and Neptune seem to be having so much fun. But this will all end soon, won't it? Is it really okay for me to leave Uzume and go back home? But Neptune and I both have to return. We have people waiting on us. I wonder what's wrong. Could you not hear me? Hey, Nepsi, isn't Gearsy acting a little weird lately? You know this too, Nepgear has an earnest soul, so if something's wrong, it's pretty much written all over her face. She's the exact opposite of you, huh? Are you trying to imply that I'm not earnest? Yep. Why, you little... Blah. I want to defend myself, but I'm self-aware to know that you're right. Why don't we talk to Nepgear? See what she's worrying about. Nep Jr., have a sec. Oh, Neptune, is something the matter? You seem to be down in the dumps lately, so Uzume and I were getting concerned. If something's troubling you, we'll be glad to listen. We're here for you. troubles, huh? I'm sorry, I made you both worry. It's okay though, I'm fine. I know you better than anyone, Nepgear. You don't look fine at all. Yeah, Gearsy, you have a pretty awful look on your face right now. Do I? I should go wash my face over there for a bit. She ran away. Still no clue about what's upsetting her. My guess is that it's difficult for her to talk to us about whatever's bumming her out so much. What could it be? No idea. Well, let's get her something as a present to cheer her up. You know what to get, right? Something that Nep Jr. would like. She's a big hardware geek, so... It'd be great if we could find something amazing enough to blow away all her worries. For example... If there was a giant robot equipped with enough power to destroy all of civilization, she'd definitely be delighted. Even if that is simply an example, I'd rather stay away from something so dangerous. Uzume totally thinks that something cute would be better than a giant robot. Even though I've never seen it, I'm sure Gearsy's room is full of super cute plushies. I bet she's even given each and every one a proper name. And at night, she sleeps while cuddling her favorite one. Then, someone should come crawling into Nepsy's bed with teary eyes, saying she can't sleep without her favorite plushie. Isn't that just the most moe? Oh, I'm sure it is, so... But yeah, I think those giant old robots would be pretty badass too. Gearsy would probably dig it, I think. Robots are just the coolest thing after all. They're just oh so romantic. Goodness gracious, Uzume, you're always like this. I've never seen such a thing, however. Although, if one truly did exist, it'd be disturbing to have around. Games are the best answer at a time like this. No matter how troubled you are, playing games together will make all your worries fly away. Experiences over material goods, I see. It's quite like you, and a good suggestion. I can get behind that too. Let's stop looking for parts for a little bit and have some fun at the arcade. How many cutscenes are there? Sheesh. Neptune, where are we going? Didn't we come here before? We're taking a break from searching for now. Let's take a breather at the arcade. Arcade? But we have to find that part. You need to loosen up, Gearsy. We've defeated the giant, so no one's gonna complain if we kick it for a little bit, right, Nepsy? Nah, we're good. If anybody has any complaints, I'll just nap them up. So, yeah, about that arcade, Uzume would be super happy if they had crane games with cute plushies. And when you go to an arcade, you definitely gotta hit up the photo booths. Let's make cute photos together, Gearsy. Okay. Aw, man. We came all this way to the arcade, but all the cabinets are broken. It's no use, they won't even turn on. If they're all busted up, there's not much we can do here. Are there any other arcades? Honestly, I haven't seen enough of the city to really know for sure, so... Umio, do you know of any arcade spots? Most arcades in this area are in similar states. In fact, out of all the places I'm aware of, this one is in the best condition. Classic Umio. So knowledgeable. I've investigated most of every corner of the city in search of share crystals, after all. Going to the neighboring town might be what you guys want to do, I think. Whoa! Yikes! Why, if it isn't Baby Bug! It's been a while. What a coinkydink to meet you here. I happened to spot you all with Miss Uzume and ran over as fast as I could. That's real nice of you, Baby Bug. It's nice to see you. So, you mentioned the neighboring town. Is there an arcade there? Yeah, some of our friends are living in a game center there. And the last time we visited, they let us play a bunch of games. Well, that's all I needed to hear. Let's head on over, everyone. We might be able to find the parts for the transfer terminal. And that's what we will do next time.
Let's get it done.
In the next episode, we'll head to Club Zeka. So, until then, this is the Gamer Girl, signing off. Bye-bye.